Redfield Arts Audio. For Brian Chetelat. Redfield Arts Audio presents Season 13, starring Rik Deskin, Mark Redfield, Brinke Stevens, and Andi Shrem. Original music and sound design by Jennifer Rouse. Written and directed by Mark Redfield. Act 1. Ghosts of Theater Seasons Past.
Come on, man, open up. Somebody call 911. I think I hear
Well, it's opening night of the Majestic Theatre's 13th season of their annual big-ticket item, A Seattle Christmas Carol. And I, stage manager Nick Papadakis, call me Pop, they all do, has locked himself all alone inside the tech booth, dressed as Ebenezer Scrooge, but I'm getting way ahead of my story. Maybe I should begin at the beginning. That's usually the best place to start, not my actual beginning. Born in Philadelphia and raised by my Greek mother, bless her heart, and went to NYU wanting to be an actor, but as reality would demand, I needed to eat and pay the rent. And when I discovered I had mad organization skills, became a professional stage manager instead. The beginning I'll begin with is the one that started with the end of my marriage, and the need I had to get as far away from the East Coast and Melanie as possible. And so I answered an ad in Backstage. The Majestic Theatre in Seattle was looking to hire an assistant stage manager, and I jumped at it and was accepted immediately. I knew the place was supposedly haunted, but I didn't know how haunted. But again, I'm getting ahead of my story.
You're listening to TSEA, Seattle's jazz and contemporary radio. Here's Donna with the latest entertainment news.
Good morning, Seattle. We've got a little rain for you with temperatures hovering around 50 most of the day. A Seattle Christmas Carol opens soon. The Majestic Theatre Company's holiday favorite sells out fast, so be sure to grab your tickets by calling.
I didn't know anyone in
office.
Seattle, except for an actor friend I knew from New York. He let me crash on his couch until I had a few paychecks under my belt and got to know the lay of the land. Hi, Ma.
Okay? You didn't call and I watched the clock and count 3 hours.
Everything's fine, Ma. I got to Tom's place okay, and I start tomorrow at the theater.
The radio station that plays you nothing but the best music.
The Majestic Theatre has been offering A Seattle Christmas Carol for many years now. This is the production's 13th season, and we're happy to have the Majestic's Managing Director, Jerry Jerome, in the studio with us today. Hi, Jerry.
Nice to be here, Donna. Thanks.
So once again, your theater's mounting its lavish production of Dickens' Christmas classic with a twist, because you've once again set it in Old Seattle during the Gold Rush years.
Yes.
And for those who haven't seen it, and it's hard to believe there's anyone who hasn't after producing it for 11 years, the script cleverly peppers the familiar tale with references to Seattle, both historically and geographically.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's wonderful that the Majestic, and this production in particular, embraces diverse casting in all of these beloved roles. Although I note in your press release that Charles Bateman is again playing everybody's favorite skinflint, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes.
And that the very large cast is made up of local children. And you have a children's choir performing in the play this year.
Every time you bring a kid into a show, that guarantees his parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and family are all buying tickets. That's paying asses in the seats.
I was excited about my first day at the theater, like the first day of school. It's weird, but all my life, whenever I start something new or work with a new group of people, I always have that first day of school anxiety. The Majestic Theatre has a rather interesting history. You've probably seen that show on the Discovery Channel about famous haunted places in America. Everybody who works in the theater knows the story and the infamous legend about the tragedy. I first heard about it when I was studying acting as an undergraduate at Temple.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?